Hey, beautiful listeners. Hi, I'm Arshia Seth, and here I am with the second episode of the series Harmony Within. So, welcome here on my podcast, and I hope you are enjoying all the podcasts that we have uploaded so far. So, we would love to receive if you have any suggestions or if there is a particular topic that you would like me to speak on. So please put in your suggestions in the comments or get in touch probably through our website. Okay. So thank you for being here and listening to this new podcast, which is actually based on the topic of judgment. Judgment as the killer of harmony within. So we all know what judgment is. And if I broadly or narrowly define it, judgment can be defined as the process of forming an opinion, a point of view, or an evaluation about someone or something based on a certain criteria. I would say limited criteria. So when we judge others, we tend to focus on their flaws, their shortcomings, right? Rather than their positive qualities. We tend to ignore all the positives in face of even one negative. It happens very often in relationships. I'm sure you have noticed that. But what it does is, it can create a sense of negativity, criticism that can damage relationships. First, it will damage your relationship with yourself and then with others. And that certainly undermines harmony. How does judgment start? Have you ever noticed? Judgment starts with your own self. When you judge yourself, when you judge how you be in the world, when you judge your existence on the planet, when you judge your body, when you judge your capacities, when you judge anything and everything about you. And it breeds early on in a very young age. Yes, judgment is something which is implanted in your children from a very young age. And it comes from you. And so there is judgment about, studies, about grades, and the entire grading system, especially in institutions, the educational institutions, is about judgment. You remember that case where the brilliant students would be made to sit right in the front row of the class and the not so-called bright students would be made to sit right at the end. That is judgment in its own self. Comparing two people, putting two people in competition is judgment. Always speaking and before speaking, thinking negatively about yourself and about others is judgment. So in judgment, when you make assumptions about yourself or about others without actually knowing all the facts. And so judgments are always based on your mental assumptions and inventions, which could be misleading. There is no facts in judgment. And then judgments lead to misunderstandings, miscommunications that actually cause conflict within you, with yourself, and with others, thus eroding trust. So when you judge others, you're often projecting your own insecurities, your biases onto them, which can further damage relationships and create a sense of discord. So is there a way to stop judgment? Well, yes. And you know what? I am going to be discussing some few processes here which you can hear on the loop and actually get rid of this weed called judgment. It is a weed, and you know how weed grows? It just grows anywhere and everywhere. So if you want to de-weed this negativity of judgment, start using these processes and start observing yourself when you're judging yourself first. For a judgment to be projected outside, it has to first be projected within. It's a vicious cycle. Judgment is a vicious cycle which actually causes strife and breakdown of harmony in anyone's life. So, when judgment is used carelessly, unawareness, unconsciously, it can be extremely damaging. It can erect barriers between people, stifling empathy, compromising the kindness and understanding. So in this podcast, we are going to talk about how judgment destroys harmony. And this podcast also talks about how empathy and understanding, kindness towards self and towards others are crucial for re-establishing equilibrium and promoting a more harmonious, wholesome existence on the planet. So how does judgment work? Have you ever thought about it? Well, judgment is also a prejudice and a discrimination. A very narrow outlook. Just like how horse has a blinkers. Horse cannot see anything, except seeing straight, because on the other sides, on both the sides of the periphery of the vision, horse has blinkers. So that's how narrow the outlook becomes when a person is in judgment. And then it gives rise to conflict and divisiveness. Yes, there is separation. When you are judging yourself or judging someone else, you are creating a separation with them. There is lack of empathy and understanding. There is stifling personal growth. Judgment can never allow you to grow and prosper in life. So develop self-awareness by becoming aware of your own thoughts about your own biases, which is broadly based on good and bad, right and wrong. And most of these good and bad and right and wrongs are based on certain conclusions, calculations, expectations, and separations and rejections. So consider the motivations behind your beliefs and push yourself to consider situations from various angles. How about taking a 360-degree panoramic view to a situation before you arrive to any conclusion based on your biases and judgments? So practice active listening. Yes, practicing active listening first within yourself. Listen to yourself. What are the thoughts that come to you which actually demotivate you, brings your morale down, instills negativity, and actually puts you in no action state? You just want to shut yourself. Listen to your own thoughts, whether it is about you or about anyone else outside. So we can set a good example by being careful about our thoughts, about what we speak, our language, and the actions that we subsequently take. Encourage an atmosphere of mutual respect, mutual caring and kindness, mutual honoring, consideration, and compassion. Encourage yourself and others to examine your and their own biases and judgments and show them support when they do. It's easy to judge, my dear friends, because this is something which is bred, which is implanted at a very young age. And like I said, judgment begins with good and bad, right and wrong at a very young age, when an infant is being taught and is being programmed, do this, don't do this. This is the right way to do it, and this is not the right way to do it. That's how judgment begins. So absence of judgment can lead to harmony within oneself and primarily within yourself, because it allows for greater acceptance, allowance, and understanding of your own self. When you judge yourself and others, you create a barrier that can prevent you from truly connecting with the world outside. Similarly, when you judge others, you create a barrier that can prevent you from truly, being in harmony, having a peace of mind and ease with your own self. So here I would suggest practice no judgment. And I'm not saying it's easy. It is again a muscle to build. But once you start observing your own thoughts, start being more present in your life, in your day-to-day life, you will see that judgment begins to lessen in your life. You'll tend to become less judgmental in your life, for you and for the world outside. So here are the 4 processes that I'm sharing, and listen to them and get over the judgment, thus establishing harmony within. What is your judgment of yourself? Everything that is times a godzillion will you now destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot and pock, all 9, shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. What is your judgment of you in regards to blank? Fill in this blank with anything where you are having a discomfort. It could be relationship, it could be money, it could be business, it could be your body. So I'm going to take the example of money here. What is your judgment of you in regards to money and finances and your financial reality? Everything that is times a godzillion will you now destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot and pock, all 9, shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. What is your judgment of sex with money? Everything that is times a godzillion will you now destroy and uncreate? That, right, wrong, good, bad, pot and pock, all 9, shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. Sex and copulation is different, guys. Sex doesn't mean 2 people bringing their body parts together. Sex means when you're feeling totally amazing about yourself, when you're strutting your stuff, being well dressed, and you are fully confident and willing to show up in the world. Yes, that is sex. Not what this reality tells you. That is copulation. So the 4th process is, what is your judgment of you in regards to sex with money? Everything that is times a godzillion will you now destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot and pock, all 9, shots, boys, poets, and beyond. So I am going to be saying all the 4 processes, the judgment processes once again, in the context of money. Money is everyone's favorite. But you can replace money with any area of your life, say relationship, body, health, wealth, whatever you feel like. Just replace that one word and you can repeat these processes. So what is your judgment of money? Everything that is times a godzillion will you now destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9, shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. What is your judgment of you in regards to money? Everything that is times a godzillion. Will you now destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online, shows, boys, poets, and beyonds? What is your judgment of sex with money? Everything that is times a godzillion. Will you now destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online, shows, boys, poets, and beyonds? What is your judgment of you in regards to sex with money? Everything that is times a godzillion. Will you now destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot and pock, online, shows, boys, poets, and beyonds. Money is never difficult. It's your judgment which does not allow you to have free money inflow, free flowing money coming in your life like a tsunami. So if you would like to have more money in your life, guys, drop the judgment and choose joy. So replace judgment with joy. Yes, both starts with J. And you know what? Money goes where joy flows. Where there is judgment, there is no money. So this was the second episode of how judgment is the destroyer of harmony within. Special topic on money. So enjoy, eliminate judgment, choose more joy, and invite more money. Bye-bye.